and welcome back to my sewing vlog, The Seaside Sewist. Welcome back to all my regular subscribers and a big hello to all my new subscribers. So this is the first Sew Hayley Jane unboxing that I have done. So this is my Sew Hayley Jane box. Now just a quick background on this. I subscribed for about 2 years and the fabric that I was getting was just mounting up, and I've had a massive de-stash. I've took everything right back to basics, but I think starting my own YouTube channel has inspired me a lot to get on with my makes. If I share plans, it then encourages me to get those made up. So this month I resubscribed to the subscription box, and what I'm going to do every month is it's then going to be in my makes for that month. So for example, my July makes, this box will be in it as sort of a wild card, and I'm literally going to try and use the contents of the box every month. So I'm going to do a separate video as well of what I made with my Sew Hayley Jane box. So that's going to be a new little series that I'm starting. So I'm hopefully going to be able to use the fabric more than I used to. So I subscribe to the classic box, and at the end of this video I will go through all the boxes and what you get for what you pay. So I go for the classic box, and it comes in this very exciting box with the Sew Hayley Jane sticker on. Now I know a lot of people do these unboxings, but I actually like watching all of them because it's different people's reactions and takes on what you get in the box. Now I have already opened this box. So when you open the box, you are greeted with this lovely little package, always in yellow tissue paper with the Sew Hayley Jane sticker on there. And this is my box. So I'm just going to take you through everything that you get in there. A fantastic start to the box is always the magazine that you get, and there's always a theme for every month, and this month it is Blooming Beautiful, and this is the June 2022. So it's got a little lovely illustration there of some flowers. You get an introduction from Hayley, just literally going through why she chose the theme, what's in the box, and a few little pointers of some of the things that are inside. I'm just quickly going to go through this magazine. You always get an interview with someone who's contributed something to the box. So this is an interview with Crafty Dreams by Ash, and I'll go through what she contributed shortly. Then there's always a make of the month, so Hayley always chooses somebody who's made something from a past box, and they do a little preview of the fabric, what they made with the fabric, and just tells you a little bit about that person there. So this month it is Sarah, and Sarah's social media handle is Sewing Art Sarah if you want to go over and follow her. There's then 3 boxes, 3 makes, so I'll go through this a bit more at the end, but there's a luxury box, a classic box and a mini box, and there's 3 lovely ladies that every month get given one of the boxes, and they have to make something with that fabric. So Esther received the luxury box, where I think you get 3.5 meters of a designer fabric. So she's made the Vogue 1734 wrap dress, which looks very nice. I'm after actually a woven wrap dress. Is it a woven? Yeah. So it's a viscose and she's made a wrap dress. Then Gemma has made, she got the classic box and she's made the Mimi G Jessica dress, which is very lovely. And then Laura has got the mini box where you only get 1 metre of fabric, and she has managed to get the Closet Car Petra pants or Petra shorts out of that, which look great as well. So you then get, now I have a bit of a girl crush. This is Tamlin from Sewn on the Tyne. That's her Instagram handle and her YouTube. Tamlin got me into dressmaking. I discovered her on YouTube and warmed to her straight away. She's a northern girl like me. She's from Newcastle, hence the name, Sewn on the Tyne, and she is just so lovely, so inspiring, and she actually contributes to the magazine every month and tells you what you can make with the fat quarters that are included. So this month is a makeup bag, and she gives you the full tutorial there, step-by-step instructions. So I'm going to have a go at making those. So I love Tamlin. Then there's an interview with the company that have contributed the luxury fabric into the luxury box this month. Tells you all about them and their company. Then we have Hayley's little link, so she's put there some things that she's enjoying. So the Sewing Bee book, some baked oats, a series on Apple TV, and then a film there. And then you get a profile of the month, so a Sew Hayley Jane subscriber, and they'll just have a bit of a chat about the sewing journey and how they enjoy their Sew Hayley Jane boxes. There's quite a lot in these magazines. There's an interview there with Experimental Space. They have contributed a pattern to the luxury box. There's some pattern picks by the girls from the Fold line. It's always nice to see some new patterns that have been released that you might not have seen yourself. Then there's the Makers Gallery. So over on Instagram, on social media, she just chooses a few makes that people have made with past boxes. And then at the end you've got what's in the box, so it tells you what's in the 3 boxes, and then there's a little bit over here for what shall I make, just the pattern, your notions, any notes and everything. So that is a lovely little magazine that you get with that, and I love to sit with a cup of tea and read that when I've got a bit of quiet time. So that's the magazine. You always get a sweet treat, so this month it is Frutella. Now I can have these, so I'm not going to share them with my husband, I'm going to eat both of them. Apologies, no. Then you get a haberdashery item. So there's this lovely little wildflowers notebook, lined little notebook there. Now I'm a bit of a geek with I make lists and write things down, and I just work really well on lists, whether it's at home, for my sewing, at work. So notebooks are a favourite of mine. There is a lovely little gift from a small business every month. So this month there is these absolutely fantastic stick and stitch embroidery designs. So you literally peel off the adhesive back. We'll open them and have a look what you get in there. So you get quite a few of these. So they're like printed onto like a fusing that dissolves. So you literally unpick the back, stick that onto whatever you want it on, embroider over the front, and then soak in warm water, and this papery bit comes off and you're left with your design. So there's all different flowers there. Now I'm quite into cross stitch and embroidery, so I'm looking forward to giving this a go. So there's just some different ones in there. And it introduces you to different businesses, because obviously I'd never heard of this lady. So I'm going to go over and have a look and see what else she does. So that is a lovely little gift. Then, because I subscribe to the classic box, I get 4 fat quarters, so they're obviously on a theme of blooms, floral. So I've got this sort of very subtle mustard with flowers on. This reminds me of like Rifle Paper Company fabric. So we've got that one. Then we've got this one. I'm not sure what flowers they are. Then sort of this reminds me of her Hawaiian shirt. I really like that one. So they're floral, but they're quite subtle colours. And then this one here. So they're my fat quarters there. And then you always get a Gutterman thread, and it's in the colour that goes with your fabric. So mine is this lovely like cornflower blue fabric. No, it's not, it's my thread. So this is my thread. And then my fabric is this, I'll just get rid of that box, this beautiful viscose. Now this, I'm going to let you into a secret. I've already pre-washed this and ironed it because I'm on holiday this week from work, and I've got a pattern in mind that I want to make this up in, so it's getting cut out shortly. So it's this gorgeous viscose, and obviously mine's in like powder blue colour, and then it's got all these little flowers on. So yellows, pinks, reds, and it's really a little tiny ditzy print, but it's just lovely, and the fabric is just so buttery and gorgeous. Now this, I think there's 2 colourways that I'm aware of. There's this colourway and the red one. This reminds me, the print really reminds me of Cath Kidston. So as soon as I opened that, I thought, oh, I love it. So I've got plans for everything in this box. So I know what I'm going to make with this. I'm not going to tell you what it is. It's a dress, and it's a newish pattern that I've acquired. So I'm going to make a dress out of this. I'm going to have a go at Tamlin's tutorial and make some of the little makeup bags. I was actually watching an old video of hers on YouTube last night, and she's made a couple of different sizes, so like a set. So I might just tweak the pattern measurements that she gives and make a slightly bigger one as well. So I'm going to make those, and then I'm going to I'm in with a little local handmade shop at the minute, so they might go for stock for that handmade shop. And I also know what I'm going to do with this, but I'm not going to tell you what that is. Now these can be used to put onto fabric or clothing, so you might put it on a denim jacket pocket or a jeans pocket or onto a bag or something like that. I've actually seen people embroider onto plimsolls, so that's an idea as well. But I know what I'm going to do with this, so you will have to tune in to my first of my what I made with my Sew Hayley Jane box to find out what I made with all of that. So please give me a thumbs up if you liked my Sew Hayley Jane unboxing. Do you subscribe? Which box do you subscribe to? There is 3 boxes, so I think I'll read out from here what this month's included. So you've got a mini box, which is £20 a month. That's, in the UK that includes postage, so it's £20 a month, and you would have got a metre of the viscose, 3 of the fat quarters, your Gutermann thread, the little notebook, the magazine and the sweet treat. In the classic box, which is the box that I got 2.5 metres of the viscose, 4 fat quarters, the little embroidery pack, the Gutermann thread, the notebook, the magazine and the sweet treat. And then in the luxury box, so sorry, the classic box is £35 a month including postage to the UK, and then the luxury box is £65 a month, and in that you get 3.5 metres of a designer fabric, so it was a totally different fabric to the one that we got in the classic. You get all 5 fat quarters, you get a pattern, and in this one it was the Experimental Space Hayley shirt pattern. You get the little embroidery pack, thread, notebook, magazine and your sweet treat. So there's a box there for everyone. When I first started subscribing a few years ago, I just used to get the mini box, because for a metre of fabric for me it would make me something like a Tilly in the Buttons Stevie or an Ogden cami or something like that. But I was finding that I wasn't really using the metre cuts, so I went up to the classic box so there was enough fabric, because 2.5 metres of fabric is enough for me to make a dress. So I felt like I would then be getting more out of it. And then you always get that little gift from a small business. When you kind of with the mini box, you see the classic box unboxings and you think, oh, I wish I'd have got that one because I've missed out on the gift. But there's something there for everyone, something for every price point, every affordability. So I'll leave a link to Sew Hayley Jane's website here, and if you want to go over and sign up for that, that is absolutely fine. You can sign up for 1 month, see what you feel about it, and then you can either carry on your subscription or you can stop it. It's entirely up to you. So please subscribe if you want to see more content from me, and I'll see you soon. Bye.